Hello everyone, my name is Eric Mittling and I'm Blackfoot's Product Management Specialist. I'd like to welcome you all to today's webinar about Ergo, which is Blackfoot's hosted IP phone solution. Over the next half hour, I plan to share an overview of what Ergo is and how it can save your business time and money. Then I'll hand it over to our Ergo experts, Kina and Aaron, who will tell you more about the technical features and capabilities of our solution. For those of you who are unfamiliar with Blackfoot, we are a Montana company that was established in 1954 and are headquartered in Missoula, and today we have over 170 local employees. Blackfoot delivers advanced voice, data, cloud, and IT services to customers in Montana, eastern Idaho, and beyond. We have a wide variety of customers, including rural mom-and-pop shops, all the way up to some of the largest hospitals, banks, and law offices in the region. And now, before we dive into the details of Ergo, I'd like to share a few reasons why businesses are adopting our solution today. The first and most popular reason people sign up for Ergo is that there's no upfront capital investment. With Ergo, you get the phones, a battery backup, switches, and everything else you need to make and receive calls, all for one predictable monthly fee. Many of you are probably used to a traditional on-premise phone system where you have to come up with the cash to purchase phones, a control unit, and all the other equipment required to install or replace a traditional PBX phone system. When it's all said and done, a traditional PBX can cost you easily more than $5,000 in upfront capital. Next, we do all the work. With Ergo, you get a complete turnkey solution. Our team of dedicated technicians will work closely with you to ensure your phone system is installed and working the way you want it to. But we don't just stop at installing the system. We also provide on-site training, and best of all, we fully support and maintain the phone system after it's installed. This includes after-hour software and firmware updates to keep your system up to date, as well as monitoring to make sure your system is up and running 24/7. Also with Ergo, your business is always connected to the latest technology. We use advanced IP-based phones, and if your phone becomes outdated or broken, we will replace them for no additional charge. Secure. So unlike many VoIP providers out there today, Blackfoot delivers our hosted IP services over our private all-IP network. This ensures the highest level of reliability and voice quality for our customers. Finally, it's scalable. Ergo is extremely flexible and can grow right along with your changing business needs. Let's say you have a new employee starting on Monday. Just call or email us, and we'll get a phone ready and installed for you. The same thing applies if you're opening up a new office. Again, just give us a call, and we will work with you to design, install, and integrate your new location into your existing Ergo service. Now I'd like to introduce you to the technical experts and the folks that will show you all the bells and whistles of this great product. Kina and Aaron Wade are both members of our dedicated Ergo team. They each have years of experience installing, maintaining, and supporting our Ergo customers. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Aaron and Kina.
Thanks, Eric. I'm going to start us off with our flagship phone that you see, the Polycom 411 model. You might recognize the Polycom brand name and may have even seen the Starship phone they invented that sits in conference rooms across the world. As you can see on the slide, this phone has a full color screen and several shortcut keys, some located on that color screen and some actual buttons for common tasks like transfer, voicemail, and volume control. There are also programmable buttons available for you to customize, maybe speed dial to your favorite client or spouse. Features of the 411 that you can't see on your screen include the dual port gigabit Ethernet connection that allows users to use one data jack for both their phone and computer, so there's no traditional phone jack required. The high definition voice and full duplex speaker for crisp, sharp conversations. These Polycom phones sound so clear, I caution users to warn their callers before muting their mic, or the sudden silence could make the party think you hung up. This phone is also headset compatible for those customers that like to have their hands free. That includes wireless headsets for those of us a bit on the move around our desks. Aaron, would you like to talk about some key features included with Blackfoot's Ergo product?
Yeah, you bet, Kina. We've been doing these installs for over 10 years now, and we've really been able to fine-tune our feature list to give you, the business users, what you really need. Our number one priority is the 24/7 active monitoring for the phone circuit. What that means to you and your business is that we know the circuit is down before you do, because we receive alarms on the outage. So, say there's a power outage, we'll be addressing that before you even get into work in the morning. A recent example is an alarm we received at about 10 p.m. from a branch of a bank. We were able to get in touch with their IT person immediately. Turns out they were having a power outage for a campus upgrade, so they were aware their system was down, but still appreciated the call. Secondly is our maintenance. It's really been a selling point for so many of our installs because we perform firmware updates that keeps you current. So unlike other systems, our Ergo products always state-of-the-art in real time. And we perform the upgrade in the middle of the night, so it doesn't interfere with your business hours. If you have a traditional phone system, you might remember how painful and expensive it is to upgrade to a new software. Plus, another benefit is replacing the sets under warranty. So say you spill coffee on your phone and it doesn't work, we'll replace it. It's that simple and straightforward. Of course, we don't recommend trying the coffee test, but that's why we're here. We know unpredictable things happen. We're always ready to solve unique situations. Another time, we had a business owner who ran their cordless phone with a backhoe, and he used it all the time, so we were able to replace it in less than 24 hours. Those scenarios keep us on our toes. Also, the all-inclusive hardware is a real benefit. Battery backup, switch, router, Ethernet cables of the phone, everything you need is included. And last but not least, you also receive unlimited long-distance calling with your Ergo system. Now that I've discussed some of the key features, I'm going to let Kina talk about the business benefits that customers realize with the Ergo system.
So this is my favorite part because there are so many benefits to Ergo. Starting with the fact that although there are many cool canned features, we really work with our customers to design that kind of system that works best in their business. We review your current system, what you love, what you hate, how your calls should flow, ways to handle messages, and even offer suggestions and insight on what the best all-around fit is. So let's get started with direct dial by extension. This feature allows Ergo customers to use 4-digit dialing regardless of their location when on our system. Whether you're at your home office in Missoula or working out of the Bozeman office, you can call your boss in Idaho at extension 5443 with those 4 numbers and no long distance fees. Or maybe transfer that call directly to the correct call queue without fumbling for the full 10-digit number. Simply use the 4-digit extension. Next, DID, or direct inward dialing. Every Ergo phone has its own individual number. Share that direct line to that $1 million client. Have your spouse call you directly rather than going through the receptionist to be transferred. And in that same breath, give those annoying survey people that main number rather than your direct line. Small office staff with a big presence, we have your solution. Virtual receptionist. No need to have a physical body to answer the phone and transfer calls at every location. Effectively use that front desk operator sitting in Great Falls for every office location in Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming. The caller doesn't need to know that they are being redirected to another state, just that a live person answered their call and got them to where they need to go. Or use the front-end auto attendant feature and let your system answer calls and present a menu of options. Why have someone answer individual questions about hours of operation or how to get to your location? Let the Ergo system do that work for you and record the information. It's consistent, accurate, friendly, and a huge time saver. Lastly, ring groups. Thank you for calling Kina's Car Lot. For sales, press 1. Service, press 2. Parts, press 3. With a touch of a button, that call rings every agent in that designated group all at the same time. Assurance your customers are taken care of in a timely manner and going to the right department. I could go on, but we'll hand it back over to Aaron to let him talk to you about some advanced features like unified voice messaging that I love and Ergo mobility.
I agree, Kina. Unified messaging is an amazing feature. Everybody here at Blackfoot uses unified messaging, and I always recommend it, whether we're installing a mom-and-pop business or, say, a large bank or hospital. What unified messaging does is when you receive a voicemail on your phone, it also shows up in your email inbox. Have you ever received a voicemail message with so much information that you have to listen to it 3 or 4 times just to get the details, and then it's too complicated to figure out how to forward the voicemail message? Well, with unified messaging, all you need to do is forward the email just like any other email, and you'll still have the copy in your inbox. Plus, when you send the WAV file, the recipient can hear the tone of the voicemail instead of hearing your interpretation. Along with unified messaging, you also receive the COM Portal add-on. As you can see on the slide in the bottom right, you have an option for direct desktop dialing. On the left-hand side, you can have an online call manager and call history, which you can make calls from as well. You have the ability to import your contacts from your email, and the biggest benefit is you can set up your directory. Along with unified messaging, we also offer mobility, but I'll let Kina speak on that.
Just like it says on your screen, stay connected anytime, anywhere with one number for all your contacts. The Ergo Mobility app allows you to log in from your PC, tablet, or cell, and even move an active call from device to device without hanging up. It's a great option for, say, realtors who are always available for work even when physically not in an office. One published number that comes into any device, and that same number shows up on the outgoing caller ID. The ability to work where and when you want. For example, taking a call from your cell at home and switching to your desk phone once you arrive at the office without the caller ever knowing you were running late. Of course, I personally have never done that.
All right, thank you, Kina and Aaron. Yeah, the mobility really is a great product. So before we wrap up the presentation, I want to give a quick reminder of the key business benefits of Ergo. Again, there's no upfront capital investment with Ergo. You get all the phones and equipment needed for one predictable monthly fee. And we do all the work. Again, our Ergo techs are constantly monitoring your phone system to make sure it's up to date and running smoothly. And with Ergo, your business is always connected to the latest technology. It's also very secure. Blackfoot delivers services over our private all-IP network, allowing us to better manage the quality and reliability of your voice and data connections. And last but not least, this product is extremely scalable and flexible. And now, before we close out, I want to point you all to some additional resources so you can learn more about Blackfoot and the products and services we provide. You can visit our website at blackfoot.com or visit our YouTube channel, where we have a variety of great how-to and tutorial videos. You can also connect with us on LinkedIn for helpful articles, case studies, white papers, and other content. And finally, you can check out blackfoot.com/webinars to see the latest webinars we have planned. And that's all we have, folks. Thanks again for tuning in.